Previously on Empyrion Ironman. Alright, ooh, I like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip this, yes, so I can go ahead and get some stuff started. I'm not too worried about late game stuff. Ooh, I love it! Light gravity. Oh, it's this big old thing. Yeah, I don't like this wreckage. I'm going to be using my ARV lines, and when I set up a base, I'll probably set up one of the ARV base camps. And the SOV that I want to spawn in is going to be probably the Mark IIC. The Mark IIC is the harvesting one with a harvester on it. I'm going to set up my camp on the little interior in here so that I can utilize some of the base as defenses. Let's see if we can find another couple of small wreckages. There's another one! 300 more experience! Alright, so it looks like the copper deposit is here in the deep forest biome. That's disappointing. I don't like the deep forest biome. It tends to play havoc with my FPS. But the iron deposit is out here. Oh, run away, Parasol! Run away! I might go ahead and start gathering up resources, because you do gain a little bit of experience as you gather, and since I look at that moon there. Look at the moon. Is that a moon or a planet? I think that's the moon. It's odd though, because the moon's shine is like there. But since there are no hostile creatures right now, I do think it is like the optimal time to go ahead and start gathering resources and the like, so I don't have to worry about that. I do want to keep an eye on my temperature, because my temperature in food and stuff will be going down. It's a decent temperature where I am right now, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Now, for the things that I want to get, I need 130 ingots, which is like 65 ores. And then I'm going to want, at the very least, you see, I think, yeah, the base camp tier 3 and tier 2 that I have here have both a generator and AI and solar panels. So I think I'm going to go for the tier 3 base camp. Or I could see if I can just go straight. Well, that's like the command center is level 10. Yeah, I think a tier 3 base camp is what I want to go for. It's funny how the tier 3G is a 7 and the tier 3 is a 5. That's because I haven't upgraded the others, but the tier 3G have this. It's got a repair station. The ones with just the tier 3 does not. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I hear a bug. I'm just gonna go ahead and get what I need for that. Base camp tier 3 requires a lot of stone dust, 150 iron. So I'm probably gonna want to get about 160 to 200 iron ingots. And that should be enough for both the base camp and the whatchamacallit, and the SOV. And the base camp is armed, so it should be fine with that. And I believe it's got, if not the maximum, it's got near the maximum number of things. I think it's got the maximum number of solar panels already there. So I'm going to aim for about 200 ores. That'll give me like 400 ingots, which will be more than enough. Alright, so I think I got all the ore out of this deposit. I got a total of 250, like right at. So I'm pretty sure that's all for that deposit. It's missing, it's gone, so next thing I want to see, I'm almost level 4. Let's see, the next thing I need to find is silicon and copper. Now silicon, I'm going to need 214 for the base camp, but for the ARV or the SOV, I'm only going to need 90. So I'm going to need about 300. That's 150 silicon. Copper, I'm going to need 122. So that's about 61. And for the base camp, I'm going to need 118. So that's like another just under 60. So I'm going to need about 120 copper. So let's come on over here, and I want to go ahead and at least get 120 copper. I might get more. But I want to go ahead and start working on getting this before the 24-hour mark is up, which it's getting close, because we're at, it's just now becoming sunrise, so more than likely we've got like 12 more hours until because I think it's like maybe not even 12, it's more like, it's like halfway through the day is what it is. So I don't know. But hopefully we'll get some before hostile creatures start spawning. Alright, so we got 146. That's really close to 150. Let's head on to the silicon deposit and see what we can get with that, and then head back to the wreckage. One thing that I was noticing, and I'm not sure why, I'm not sure what it is that makes it need this, but the tier 3 base camp needs some sathium and neodymium as well as cobalt, whereas the tier 2 does not. So that's a level 3 versus level 5. Looking at the tech tree, what at level 5 could require that? The only thing I think that's upgraded is the armor locker. It's got the food processor and stuff, but it might have rocket turrets, which, let's see, I don't think so. I think it's just got the one cannon turret on top, but those, I think those are cannons, and it's got one rocket turret on top, which makes it a little less easy to get. I might actually modify that in creative mode real quick and make it so it has just another cannon turret on top, because that's all you really need. But we will see. But let's hurry up and get some sathium. Where is this sathium deposit? It's right here. So like I was saying, with the sathium, I'm going to still need, no, not sathium, silicon. Silicon. About 200 here, 180 plus where's the SOV Mark 2C plus 90, so about 300. I need to get about 150 silicon, so I'm gonna do that as quick as I can, and then we're gonna head back to the wreckage and see if we can make up some stuff to start getting our stuff ready to spawn. Alright, so I think I've mostly mined out this silicon mine. It was extremely small. All I got from it was like 173. And I mean, it was tiny. Very small. But I'm pretty sure that's all that was there. The little name things disappeared. But that should be more than enough for us to do our builds. And I've gotten a little ways into level 4, but I'm not quite level 5. So what I'm going to want to do is go around and gather some stuff that should have respawned by now. There's some more copper, not that I need it. Now, one thing that I was thinking, though, if I'm not mistaken, these hardened steel will give me sathium and cobalt. So the only thing I would need for the base camp tier 3 is the neodymium, because the combat steel over here should give you hardened steel plates back. But anyway, let's go ahead and put these in here. Let's eat up a steak. Let's get the foods. I've got the hover vessel starter already, so I can go ahead, factory, and put this in here like so. And now I want to go ahead and start making up some stuff. We already had some ingots built up, and we had a little extra stuff that we'd already gathered, so I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is I need one more plastic material for the base. And I did see some swamps down this area, I believe. So we're going to have to go check those out and try to get some grain, because I do have grain and crushed stone. I'm going to need a lot more crushed stone for the base, though. I'm going to need, let's see, a total of 768 stone dust, and 5 crushed stone makes 20 stone dust, so that's 4 times of this. So I'm gonna need probably almost, what, 200 crushed stone, which shouldn't be that hard to get. Let me go ahead and grab these. It shouldn't be that hard to get, seeing as if we find some larger rocks, they'll give you a decent amount, like those rocks right there. I believe these give you a decent amount. Now my drill is running low on no, those just gave me 8. Is running low on durability, because like I said, everything's on high, on hard, and the durability runs out quickly. But hopefully I will find some rocks. I think like this rock here. I think this rock will give me a decent amount. But I should be able to make a new drill sooner than later. Okay, now that gave me 40 and 20. So if I just find another one like that, I'll be pretty good on the crushed stone. Ah, here we go, right here. Now, I noticed they got rid of the really big rocks on the temperate starter. I think they did that because they didn't really look good. And they're found more on the desert planets anyway. That, you know, that's where they were originally from. And I think they meant to have a different type of thing. Anyway, see, I've already got 140. So I've already got the 200, including what's already there. Let's head this way towards the swamp, see if we can get some grain, because if I can get some grain, I can go ahead and start making some plastic. All I have to do is make one plastic and it'll give me like 20. So so let's see, was this, I think the swamp was like over this way. Is that a savanna or is that just miscolored? Yeah, it's just miscolored grass. There might be a little bit of a swamp over there, but I'm looking more for a larger swamp like they got over here in this little peninsula area. Peninsula, whatever. This whole area starting like right over here, I believe, is swamplands. So let's go ahead and gather what we can. We've got some medical herbs. More medical herbs. Oh, and this part's starter biome. Ha. Shallow water. And more swamp over here. Let's see. Is there any... grain. I believe I need a total of 4 grain to make plastic. So I'm hoping there's more than just that. That's just a pathetic swamp. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go out there. Hold on. Okay. Stuff out of my hands. There we go. Now I have oxygen. And we can swim across, and then I'll need to eat some stuff, and then we can search this little swamp island for grain. And then there's more swamp. There's some good swamp over there. I don't see any other harvestables right here. I think I'm gonna have to find my way over to there. That's a big swamp island. I think this is just swamp edge though, so okay. We got some more medical herbs. Let's go ahead and eat my energy bars. Now they just give food. It would be interesting if the energy bars actually gave you stamina as well. You would think that they would. I'm glad there's no piranhas in this game. That's one thing that bothered me in Ark. I mean, I understand them having them. Yeah, I see a good amount of grain over here. I understand them having them in Ark, okay? Mega piranha are a thing, or they were. And so, but they were really annoying. Okay, there's some grain. What do we got over here? Corn dogs. This is a swamp edge. I don't know if grain appears in the swamp edge. I know it appears in the swamp. It also appears in the marsh, so... And we got some good spice over here from the marsh. I hear a bug. I hear a bug. Go away, bug. I don't want you. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, it's young. Hello, bug. Goodbye, bug. Oh, look. More stuff. So we've got more corn dogs, but we got vegetables. Yay, vegetables. Oh. Okay. And this is all one big island, isn't it? I might actually make my home over here in like this area of this big island, because it's decently defended from ground predators and such. It's surrounded by the swamp biomes, which have grain, which the main thing... Oh, look, it's a slime! The main thing that grain is good for is making plastics. And we've got, what, 2? Yeah, we need 2 more grain. Oh, look at some more spice. Aqua berries. We'll take. Let's go ahead and make the aqua berries into juice. Looks like my other juice spoiled, which is fine. No, there it is. I see it. Juice. I don't see any more grain on this entire island. Let's head off this direction, see what we got over here. I don't think I've explored over here just yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any more grain on this entire swampy island. So I think... Wow, look at that. The seaweed's starting to take over there, and you can already see a blue crystal up there. Now, should I go further this direction? I'm going to do it. I really ought not to, because we're getting close to the time for creatures to spawn, but it's like we've got lake coming up on the land. And it's a blue crystal right here. Not that I need it, but I'll take it for the XP. So we've got more marsh here. There should be grain in the marsh. Potentially. Ah! Just one more is all we need. And then we can head home. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these spice and these buds. Okay. I think the grain usually spawns more in the open marsh areas like this where I found it. Okay. Maybe we can find some over in the swamp area right here. I doubt it. There's too many trees and stuff here. Alright, let's head on over that way. Let's go across this here. Okay. And let's see. Okay. We We got more of this, more of that. I don't see any grain right off. There's a big marsh over there, so we'll keep our eyes peeled. It's about to get dark. There's some small fire moss. If I don't see, right here, last grain. Last grain that we need, but let's go ahead and grab this. Because you can never have too much grain. Oh, look, more grain. Okay. I think it's time to head back. If I see one more grain, I'll pick it. But for now, I think it's time to head home. Uh-oh. They're spawning. Saw that, right? Those spiders. So let's head on over to the wreckage. And avoid any hostile nasties that we can. Oh. I'm glad you don't take fall damage of any kind while you're on the bike. Now, the one downside of the wreckage is that it is in the forest, which means the potential for raptors is decent. But if we do this right, we should be able to avoid them. It's not night yet. So we should be good by the time we get back to the base. Back to the camp, I should say. Okay. All right. So, I got grain. Let's make the plastics. And then I want to go ahead and make 3 doors. And 5 truss blocks. Actually, while you're making the doors, you could make the truss blocks. Actually, let's do that instead. That'll probably take less time. All right, the first door we're going to put here, like so. The second door we're going to put there. You should be done making it. There you go. This we're going to put let's see. there. This we're going to put there. There. We're going to put door. And there. And there. So now, with the apart from there, let's go ahead and get one more. In fact, let's go ahead and just get all those made up, just in case. We're gonna put this one there. So we should be completely, almost completely, sealed. These I'm going to put there and there, and I'm going to put a door there. Let's just go ahead and give me another door. And then we'll use these as replacements if those get taken down by anything. Okay. Not quite level 5. All right, so we've got some barriers and some doors so we can get in and out, and we can see out of most of the area, and we can get in and out because of the doors. It's not, you know, covered or anything, but it's a campsite. Let me do this. Let me get rid of this. Okay, now we've got a decent open interior. I might get rid of some of this, but I think I'm going to leave that. And I might even close that off here as a backup area and just have to keep the door open. But let's go ahead and sleep until it's day. Now that the stuff is already spawning, there's no downside to go ahead and doing that. Let's see. Are there any hostiles? Oh yeah, there's some spiders right outside the gate. I wonder if we should try to kill them. That might give us the XP we need. Okay, let's do this. Walkway slope. Walkway slope. Get up here. Eesh. This is going to take a bit of time. Let's get rid of this. Okay. And I'll have to make more ammo, probably. Well, there's that one. I wasted one bullet, but... I'm wasting lots of bullets. I also think they limited the number of spiders and hordes to 3 instead of the 5 they had. It may be 4, but... Alright, let's gain the loots from these. Come on, there's 2. And I am getting too cold. Come on, there we go. Alright, now we can pop back into here. And next to the fire. That ought to warm us up. Also, nice juicy steaks. Okay, so what did that do for our levels? We're almost level 5. Okay. So, yeah, now our health juice has spoiled. But that's okay. Did our grain spoil? No, we turned our grain into that, which is good. Okay. Nothing like spider steaks in the morning. So, let's see what we need. We need to start working on the SOV first, okay? SOV in the factory. We need to get 130 iron, 122 copper, and 97 silicon. I'm going to go ahead and have it start making up the stuff to go in here. One of those, one of those, one of those, 3 of those, 4 of those, 1 of these. Let's say a few more of those. And then we'll see how much we have left after that. I'm going to go ahead and take half of each of these and put it in here. And we're going to go ahead and start making up some stuff in here in addition to that. And just see what we can get made up.